the Grandmaster title. In this stream I will solve puzzles together with you. Hopefully we both improve our calculation skills and we will be able to put into action in the coming games. So the first one is white to move. First you need to start with the checks and the captures, because they are the most likely to give some big impact. So rook takes g7, that looks the most inspiring move. Rook takes g7, king takes g7, rook g5 check. If the king goes to f8 or h8, then queen f6 checkmate. That looks good. But king h7 possible. There we need to find a follow-up. Bishop d3 check, then f5. Bishop takes f5. Pawn takes f5, queen takes f5, king h8. Yeah, that looks like defending. But if it captured f7 pawn actually first, so rook takes g7, king takes g7, rook g1 check, king h7, knight takes f7. The strat is bishop d3 checkmate or queen h6 checkmate. If the queen takes on f7, then bishop d3 check, queen f5, bishop takes f5. That looks good. Okay, let's see if this is good. Check. Yeah, then it's a checkmate. Yeah, if plays queen f5 instead, then we just... Actually, this will be also a checkmate. One way or the other. Oh, this is nice. Check. Another check. And checkmate comes. Okay, let's go for the next one again. White to move. So maybe let's look the checks and captures. Checks are probably not good. Queen g7, queen takes h7. But rook takes f7 looks promising. Yeah, hello dear new viewers. Nice to see you here. I wish your calculation will improve a lot while solving these puzzles. So white to move. Let's first look the material balance. Black is up a pawn. The black king looks weak. So rook takes f7, king takes f7, rook f1 check. If he goes back to g8, looks like then I don't have anything there. So rook takes f7, king takes f7, queen takes h7. If king e8, then queen g8 check. And also queen takes g6 checkmate actually. Wow, that's nice. If king goes to e6 instead, then queen takes e6 check, king d5. Oh my god, king d5. Whoa. So, yeah, how to make that happen? So rook takes f7, king takes f7, queen takes h7, check, king e6. Queen takes g6 check, king d5. He wants to run to c6. Okay, queen d3 check, king c6. Then queen f3 check. Yeah, if king b5, then we give rook b1 check and we take the queen. If rook d5, then pawn c4, that's good. And again, we take the rook. What if after queen d3 check, he goes back to e6? Maybe queen c4 check then. And if king f5, then rook f1 check. That looks good. That looks good. King x, king g6. Queen g4 check, king h6. Yeah, we can just take the d7 knight and we will checkmate him. Okay, let's look how it... Oh, actually there is a smarter solution. Covering the d5 square. Wow, what's this? So, rook takes, queen takes h7, check, king e6, rook d1. The idea is queen takes g6, so rook, knight f8. The bishop takes f8, that looks so good, pretty good. Probably that's it. Sorry, you can just recapture. Okay, so let's go back from the beginning. Rook takes f7, king takes f7, queen takes h7, check. King e6, rook d1, knight f8. Bishop takes f8, rook takes f8, queen e7 check, king f5, queen takes f8 check. Yeah, and then we play something like d7. And it wins. Okay, let me check my solution, which originally I wanted to do is to Instead of rook d1, or simply to capture here. King d5, this is a... Yeah, look, this one, king c6. Ah, we cannot take the queen because of the checkmate on the back rank. Oh la la. Oh my god, so this is bad actually, what I thought originally. That's interesting. These are weird only moves. Wow, okay. Probably there will be some perpetual checks. Okay. Yeah. So we don't want this. We want so rook d1. Wow. That's actually a tough, quiet move. Looks like he cannot do anything against this stuff. Yeah, the checkmate on g6 is coming, by the way. If he tries to defend, then check comes. Wow, it's a nice checkmate. Okay, so rook d1, wow. Wow. We get some really tough puzzles. Okay, let's go for the next one. White to move. I think this is maybe something like bishop f6. Actually, I'm thinking I looked this before, this kind of stuff. It comes many times from the Sicilian. Or queen takes h6, kind of weird sacrifices. Queen takes h6, then we are starting to play queen h7, queen h8 checkmate. If he captures, we take back with pawn and queen g5. Yeah, that looks also pretty good. Rook takes g5, king f8. bishop d6 check, king e8, and 8-7. Yeah, and just queening. So bishop takes g, or queen takes 8-6 is also pretty strong. Yeah, that's so beautiful. I would prefer that move if this queen takes 8-6. I think I was looking something like bishop 8-6, sorry, bishop f6 in the past to attack the queen, because then queen takes 8-6 even stronger. Okay, but maybe just need to wait. I think I looked this before actually. Yeah, that was the simplest one. Take. Rook g8 check, king takes g8, 8-7, h8 queen. Yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah, this is what I said. Let me check. It's 7 and then it's no way to stop. Let's look what if he plays, black plays f5 here. Then we take with the pawn and then queen takes g7 is coming. I mean, rook takes g7 is coming. This is just too strong to handle. Okay, let's go for the next one. Black to move. If you have any questions or ideas, just then please write into the comment or in the chat. I'm happy to get feedback and I will give my best to reply. So probably we should come close to the king, maybe knight f3. Captures are probably not really good. Queen takes h2 takes back, knight takes g2, bishop takes, and what about knight f3? Stunning queen takes h2 checkmate. If pawn takes, then bishop takes f3, king g1, queen g4, and that's it. Bishop g2, queen takes g2 checkmate. So after knight f3, what else you can try? You can try maybe g3. Oh yeah, and here comes the nice thing. Knight f3, g3, rook h6, certainly rook takes h2, then h4, then rook takes h4, pawn takes h4, queen h2 checkmate. Or after rook h6, h3, then bishop takes h3, pawn takes queen, then bishop takes f1 checkmate. If bishop takes bishop, then rook takes bishop, king g2, rook h2 check, king f1, then knight d2 check. Maybe not. Ah yeah, if queen takes, then queen takes. If king e2, then queen takes f2 check, king d1, knight f3. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, this is even nicer and better. Yeah, I missed this one. So rook takes, actually. Then queen comes. Yeah, no way to protect against the checkmate. Oh, this is beautiful, sir. Ah, so not bishop takes, but rook takes. Tries to go away, then it's checkmate. Okay, I think at least I found this one. Beautiful, not? Yeah, but interesting stuff. H3, rook takes, and then queen h6. Okay, let's go for the next one. White to move. So what would you do with white here? So maybe a sacrifice or check. It's looks like we have so many attacking pieces. 2 bishops, 2 rooks, queen and knight looking for the king. So this can be even like a checkmate. Actually, queen takes h7 looks pretty nice. Queen takes h7, king takes h7, rook h3 check, king g8, rook h8. If the knight takes the knight f6 checkmate, that would be nice, but he can take with the king also. Oh, okay, then knight f6 check, king f7, the knight f7 checks, so king g8. Now rook h8 check is forced to take, and then knight h6 checkmate. Rook check, now it's forced to take, and then this is a nice checkmate. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, if you do immediately this check, then the problem is captures with the king. So this is why we need first to check with the knight. and protect the h8 square, so he's forced to take with the knight now. Nice. Next one, white to move. So rook takes h7 looks good. So rook takes h5, pawn takes h5, knight f5, settling checkmate on g7. Pawn takes f5, then knight d5, attacking the queen, plus settling again knight f6. Yeah, and this wins. Yeah, checkmate comes. Okay, next one, white to move. So white has like a rook, a bishop, and the queen looking for the direction of the king, plus the knight on c4, so ready to jump in maybe with knight e5. This looks drastic. Bishop takes h6, pawn takes h6, rook takes f7 with the idea of queen h7 check, so he's forced to take. Then knight e5 check, king f8, then queen h7 check, settling queen f7 mate and queen h8 mate. Queen e8 protect f7 and queen h8 checkmate. Wow, beautiful! I found it. Okay, next one again, white to move. Yeah, this looks also pretty close to maybe a checkmate or some nice things. Yeah, we have some control on the attacking power on the f7 square, the bishop, the knight, and the rook is going to that way. The fork on e7, knight e7 fork. How to make the fork work? Or something else. If you know, just starting with the checks. Knight e7 check, knight takes e7. Bishop takes f7 check, rook takes f7. If knight f6 check, then pawn takes f6. If knight takes f7, rook takes f7. Knight takes h7, queen takes h7. Oh la la, what should we do here? What should we do? Shooby-dooby-doo. What shooby-dooby-doo? What should we do? Shooby-dooby-doo. Okay, okay. So, b4, aggressive attacking moves, we should check now. So, aggressive attacking moves like b4. Bishop b6, then b5, the knight moves the knight e7 fork. But after b4, he can do bishop takes b4. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. Playing h4, that looks like really a quiet move. Maybe knight takes f7 actually. Start with knight takes f7. Because if rook takes f7, then knight e7, double check. Bishop, knight takes, then bishop takes f7. Queen takes f7, rook takes f7, king takes f7. And how is our material balance? Yeah, we have queen f. Okay, so knight takes f7 looks good. And maybe this is that simple. Ah, yeah, and we can even take one more piece. That's important, otherwise 3 piece would be good against the queen, but it's important. We need to even think after move 5. One more way to go. Probably black is better if he's not taking this knight. Yeah, now actually the queen has no square to move. Yeah, and white should be better with the queen against the 2 bishops. Ah, Kalisov, thank you for the follow. Okay. White to move. So white to move. Again, there's a bishop, a knight, and the queen against the black king, probably. Maybe rook h3, rook g3 also comes in mind in some moments. What do you think we can do? Maybe a sacrifice? Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, good morning, Dr. Zishensu. Good morning. So, actually, I like knight g5 because sitting checkmate on both f7, so probably he's forced to take. Then we take with the pawn, sitting queen h7. G6, then rook h8 check, king takes h8, queen takes f7, and then rook h1 is coming, and it's kind of unstoppable. Yeah. Wow, made it. Next one, white to move. So white to move again. You know, my first idea is rook e6 actually, but not sure that's fine. But the bishop on a6 is protected. Yeah, I was thinking he's not protected. So after rook e6 you can play just queen d7. Let's do the captures first of all. Knight takes f7, rook takes f7, bishop e6. It looks a little bit slow. Knight takes h7, king takes h7, queen h5 check, king g8. And that looks also slow. What if queen h5 and h6, queen g6? Yeah, all looks a little bit slow. So rook e6 comes again to my mind. Rook e6. Pawn takes e6, bishop takes e6, king h8, queen h5, h6, queen g6. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so rook e6 actually that has some potential. Rook e6. If he's not capturing, that's the problem. If he moves something like queen c7. Okay, but then maybe actually then queen h5, because if h6 then rook takes h6. Ooh, that's powerful. Pawn takes, queen takes h6, returning checkmate on h7, pushing the pawn to f5. Wow, that's serious actually. Oh la la, oh la la, oh la la. Bro. Huh. So, rook d7, queen c7. Maybe we can improve something on that. Okay, it's just not calculating those things, only this nice checkmate which I already said. So yeah, capture, check. Certainly checkmate captures and other check. But I think the ultimate question is what after queen c7? Queen c7. PG100 is thank you for the follow. Ahmed, thank you very much for the follow. Rock, thank you. Piotero, 990, thank you. So rook e6, queen c7. That's the question, how to win there. Okay, let me ask some help here. Queen h5, that looks good. Probably need to sacrifice actually. Yeah, probably something like this happens when white will have some advantage because of the better king, but it's not a big one. Wow. So this is probably the best what black can do. But yeah, if he captures, that's nicer. Then it leads to checkmate. Because another question, what if he moves here? Yeah, we can just take it also. But this looks a strong move. Okay, let's move on. Okay, black to move. Yeah, it looks like nearly like a checkmate. If you could get a bishop or a queen on a5, a3, actually that would be a checkmate here. Thierry Nuovi, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, queen takes b3 looks also very powerful actually. Pawn takes, rook takes, the strat is rook b1 checkmate. It actually looks like he cannot really defend against. If the d2 bishop moves to run away, like bishop e1, then we just play bishop e3 check, opening up the d5 for the rook, and then rook b1 is coming. Yeah. Check. Nice. Okay. Let's go for the next one again. Black to move. What about rook takes knight, bishop takes knight, bishop takes d4. Check. If queen takes b4, the queen takes h2 check, king f1. The knight c2. But then queen d5 check, so it starts to give checks. That's not a good sign. Maybe there we just play like some quiet move. Wow. Thank you for the follow, Matusz. Thank you. Yeah, removing the defender looks like a good idea. Rook takes f3 and bishop takes d4. Defender of the h2. Lol X, thank you very much for the follow. Hmm. Wow, this is a tough one. So rook takes, bishop takes, then queen takes, then he takes with the queen, and probably it's not good. So rook takes knight, bishop takes rook, bishop takes pawn, queen takes pawn. Queen takes h2 check, king f1. Then maybe knight e3 check, then queen takes e3. Okay, actually, yeah. And then bishop h3 check, king e1, knight c2 checkmate. Wow, so need to go further. Wow. Yeah, this was the plus which I did not do before. Just continue to look for the checks. The checkmate comes. Wow, that was challenging again. Yeah, if he's not taking, that's another challenge. Like king h1, then probably knight f2 check. Then queen takes f2. Ha! Actually, there's no knight f2 check because queen takes f2 is strong. Yeah, actually looks like king h1 is just winning probably for white. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, this is a mistake. Problem, there is no knight f2 because queen takes f2. And this wins for white. Yeah, you need to make a few good defending moves. Wow, and just winning in the end. Okay, just to make sure we know what's going on. Okay, let's go one more. White to move, white to move. Oh la la, it looks kind of like a typical sacrifice on h7, no? Coming the knight g5 check, it's a and then queen h5. So bishop takes h7, king takes h7, knight g5 check. If king g8, then queen h5, rook d8, then queen takes f7 check, king h8, queen h5 check, king g7, queen h7 check, king f8, queen h8 check, then knight g8. That stops. Hallelujah. That's the question, how to go forward. How to go forward from there. Thank you for the follow, thank you. Maybe bishop c1, maybe just go for the queen. Yeah, that's another possibility, maybe just to, because the queen is in a shaky situation, that's clear. So maybe instead of going wide, just go for the queen. Bishop c1, then queen b4 is necessary, other way we take the c5 bishop. Then bishop d2. You cannot go queen b6 because bishop a5 wins the queen. You need to go back to a3. Bishop c1, queen b4, bishop d2, queen a3. Okay, no, it should be the capture, I think. Again, queen d3 check. Yeah, you know, this is some. Oh, no, it's just because now knight h6, but then g4. Wow. Checkmate. If it's not doing that, then we give it another checkmate. Okay, let me check what's going on. So this is clear. It is not what was not clear for me if I move here. Oh, you know, and then just I thought for a moment for this, yeah, just to come and bring the rook in, because we have time for that. Yeah, rook d3, rook h3 is coming, and there's no way to stop it. Let me just take it. If he tries to go over it. And actually queen g6. The checkmate comes on h7. Yes, thank you very much for the follow. So, hope you got some new ideas out of this. Yeah, try to put into practice in your own games.